Let's stay in the Palmetto State with a question from Nathan. Dear Andy and Ari, follow up from the hot seat episode. Where is Dabo? Even though he went to the playoffs last year and certainly been underperforming for several seasons, and this year his team is much worse than a number of teams that have already fired coaches, or at least definitely will. Is there a reason no one brings his name up in the hot seat conversation? Yeah, the reason is Clemson would owe him a ton of money, and he's one of the people, the rare people, who has done so much for the place that, you shouldn't fire him. You owe him a chance to turn it around.
If you found out that Shannon Terry resented you or wasn't thankful for your work, you might want to leave.
Is Shannon Terry paying me $11 million a year?
I mean, you keep getting back to that, but the other per school
because it matters.
I know, but Andy, the other school that's going to pay you will pay you commensurate with what you're.
The other school will not. Who's going to hire Dabo for $11 million a year?
I don't know. Somebody might hire him for 9.5.
Who?
Though.
Name a school.
I don't know.
That's the problem. I had that when I spoke to the quarterback club the other night. Somebody said, "Why not Dabo at Florida?" I'm like, because the idea is to win.
You don't think that? Do you think some desperate Big Ten school would pay him $10 million?
No.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of one. I don't.
You can't name a school, and this is why he shouldn't put himself on the market.
Do you think Purdue would pay him $10 million a year?
Nope.
Do you think Michigan State would?
Nope. Jay Batt, who was just in the ACC, who just left Georgia Tech, which just beat Clemson. That's the AD at Michigan State right now. So, no,
I'm just trying to think of places that could be fooled into paying a ton of money for a sexy name. It happens all the time. You can't act like that doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen as much as you think. Yeah. I mean, it happened in North Carolina this year.
But that's a different conversation anyway from should he be fired? I'm wondering if there
he should not be fired under any circumstances.
I wonder, but my question is, I wonder if, because I don't know about you, but I have picked up an underlying air of resentment in some of the comments that he's made.
Sure, he resents Clemson fans for expecting him to continue earning his paycheck. And that's a Dabo problem. That's not a Clemson problem. It's not an anybody else problem.
Doesn't matter whose problem it is. That it's a Dabo decision too. So
he needs to get over that.
But if the person who has the problem is the resentful one, and the person who is the resentful
then he can leave and go see what he can get elsewhere. It won't be great.
And I wonder if you're Dabo Swinney, if you would be willing to overcome that resentment, or if that resentment is strong enough for you to overcome a salary decrease.
I would swallow my pride and keep hammering those $11 million a year checks. And you know what I would try to do is win more. I would look at what I'm doing and say, what am I doing wrong? And let's try. And I think that's what Dabo will do. Really interesting column from Larry Williams in Tiger Illustrated, our Clemson site, this week about how the portal strategy at Clemson needs to change. But if I'm Dabo, I look at all of it. I look at my portal strategy. I look at my high school recruiting strategy. I look at my hiring strategy, because clearly something's not working. I want to see if we're getting anybody who's playing on Saturday in this game. Oh, yes, we are. All right. We got a legendary contenders, Quinshon Judkins. Uh-oh, Ari.
Do we have something? Do we have something?
This dude's playing on Saturday.
Oh boy.
School colors, Jeremiah Smith. I'll get a top load for that one.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
College ticket, Caleb Downs. This one was all football, by the way.
Love that.
And then Demarion Witten. Prizm.
So here's a card that I pulled out of that product when they sent me it. And this one's a big one. This is a Jeremiah Smith green camo shimmer fearless. It's a beautiful card. Got that one in a top loader, but that one's really beautiful. So you can get, and here's another one. I got basketball. I don't know much about basketball, but Bruce Thornton, I think, is an important player for them. Green shimmer autograph out of that product that Andy just opened. So keep your head on a swivel, keep ripping packs, and you know, it's pretty cool if you're an Ohio State fan or if you're a football fan in general, just hunting Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, Julian Sand. We've got some pretty big cards in those products. Check them out. It's a really cool thing to rip.
Visit PaniniAmerica.net to start your collection today. Ari.
So are we back?
This is a talented team that's not good.
Are we back at the portal's the problem?
I don't think that's all the problem. I think his hiring practices need examination.
They have good players. That's the problem. It's like it was so easy to analyze Clemson the last 2 years of like, oh, they're not going to win the national title.
It's not easy to figure out what what's wrong now, because they've got like TJ Parker and Peter Woods are going to be very high draft picks. There's no excuse for this team to be this bad.
That had 4 Clemson players in the first round. I don't think that Cade Klubnik's a first rounder anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's a complicated situation. For sure. Because on one hand, you're saying, at the risk of turning the show into a 4-hour show, on one hand, you're saying it's his problem that he's resentful, that people aren't thankful for what he's done. But on the other hand, you're saying that they should not fire him because they should be thankful.
No, I'm saying Clemson and Clemson fans are different entities.
Yeah.
Clemson, the entity that has the power to fire him, should not fire him.
But if Clemson
fans are allowed to think whatever they want.
What if Clemson, the entity, is upset behind the scenes, though? That's totally on the table.
Sure. But they can also go to him and say, we would like you to work on this. And he can say yes or no. And if he says no, you just let it go one more year. And then if he keeps falling, then you do fire him.
Because is he stubborn?
Is water wet?
And stubbornness is all. I want to try to come up with another cool, sexy quote, but stubbornness is the enemy of evolution.
Well, yes. I don't think I'm putting that on a quote card like I did the other one.
I was trying to recreate magic, and
the other one's a t-shirt.
Yeah, the other one is a t-shirt. I don't know. I'm like, it's confusing. It is a confusing situation for sure to me.
Well, I would not fire Dabo Swinney. If I were Dabo Swinney, I wouldn't go anywhere, or I wouldn't try to go anywhere, because I don't think you're going to get what you want.
Do you believe Dabo Swinney can turn it around at Clemson? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't given up on him yet. Okay. There's a few coaches that you're done or not coaching anymore that if they came back, I don't think they could do it. I think the game might have passed them by. But
I do wonder if there's just a general expiration date on tenures. Where it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter how much you've done. Like there's only a certain amount of time.
Steve Spurrier always said that.
Yeah.
Steve Spurrier always said that there was. Don't say anywhere too long.
Is it 15 years?
I think it's probably shorter than that.
But even if you're successful, 15 years seems like too long. He's been remarkably successful there over that time.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he can. I have not given up on him yet.
Which is why it always amuses me when people are ageist in their hiring practices. It's like, all you need is 7 years from a guy. You're not going to get 20 years out of everybody. Like, you can hire a 61-year-old man.
Yeah, Kurt Cignetti's 64.
And if you get 7 great years, that's money well spent.
Exactly. I think it's 5. I think if you can get 5 good years out of somebody,
yeah,
that's all you need.
Yeah.
You've made a good hire if you get 5 good years.
Yeah.